Welcome back to this commentary playthrough of Trails Beyond the Horizon with Kellador. Where were we? We had just talked to Eddie. We went and did a thing in Dark Memorial Park. We helped Judith clean her apartment. Oh, right, we're in the Auber district, and we're just kind of talking to people, doing the rounds before we find out what's on the board and go talk to Agnes at Aramis. Oh, hey. Didn't expect to run into you two today. It's been a while, Mr. Powell, Ms. Matilda. Why, hello there. I'd heard you all were coming to Aramis today. Something about having business with the student council, correct? Struck by the urge to mentor its newest members, were you? Something like that. Are you here for work? I assume the break was for Aramis teachers as well. We are indeed, though to be frank, some of our students aren't getting a break either, at least, not really. We don't mind being so busy though, especially not when it's for the children. Plus, I'd argue work gives us a sense of meaning in life, something you don't get when you're lazing around at home. I can tell you've got one hell of a work ethic, Miss Matilda. Seems the new student council is already busy. I imagine they'll struggle with getting the hang of things at first, but I have faith that they'll manage in no time. I'm looking forward to seeing what they plan on preparing for the coming year. No. Not what I meant. There we go. The first years seem to have finally accustomed themselves to Aramis. Some have even thrown themselves right into club activities. And of course, there are those who have been working with the student council. Yes, another fine batch of pupils this year. All right, if you say so. Already got you. Meow. Pet the kitty. Hey, Madeline. I heard Aramis students are meant to be on break for the rest of the week, but funnily enough, I'm still seeing kids in their uniforms. Must be here for their club activities, I imagine. Ah, youth. So full of ambition. Meow. Seems like Madeline here agrees with me. I mean, you can say that about the kitty, but no one knows the mind of a cat.
Let's see.
There's a hitman formerly under Almada's employ who's still at large and has a hefty bounty. Drag this rat out of whatever hole she's hiding in and drop her off on the goddess's front gates. Do that and you will be compensated handsomely. This is a rather disturbing request. It's barely even a bounty hunting job. Almata, the world's worst mafia organization, has been totally crushed. Most of the remnants have been captured as well. But some of them have slipped through the cracks, and among them, an assassin off the most wanted list. It's hard to believe. I don't remember all of the details of who she is, but the guild should have more information. I'm fairly certain she was a sniper, at least. Then the person who made the request was probably hurt in some way by her actions. Now that they know where she is, they've decided to take revenge. Are you worried about something? Well, there is something bugging me. Wait, you can't seriously mean to take this on. I didn't say that. But I'm going to anyway. This is going to be absolute chaos. Regardless, it's a 4SPG, I can't just ignore it. So, let's at least check in with the guild and see what they know. Alright, but I won't let you dirty your hands in front of me. Keep that in mind while we're talking to Hazel. Alright, but it all depends on what we learn.
Well, we're on the clock now.
Head to the guild has been added to the travel menu. Alright.
Search time.
Today was so much fun, you guys! You're doing really well in class, Yoda. But make sure you keep studying your math, too. This next test is going to be a showdown between you and me, you hear? Got it. See you later. Yoda can be kind of weird sometimes, but he's a super hard worker. I can't wait to play with him again tomorrow. Hey, Yoda! Apparently there's going to be some space event happening soon, and kids can watch too. Really? I want to go. School today was even funner than it was yesterday. Wonder when Mommy's going to pick me up, though. Mommy says she's the up above is dangerous, so that's why she makes sure to come pick me up from school herself. Oh, it's the kiddo from the Jaeger shop owner in the Blacklight district.
Daily prayer is an important thing.
Shard search? Go.
Yep, got my hip warmer. She just showed up. That didn't take long. This is the embassy for the Principality of Elsyme. If I'm not mistaken, you're an acquaintance of Prince Sharid's, correct? Did you have a message for him? Oh, nah. We were just passing by. I already talked to him earlier anyway. This is the embassy for the Principality of Elsyme. If you have any messages for the members of the royal family, I will gladly receive them.
What's next?
Head to the guild.
To the objective.
Headed to guild and explain the circumstances to Hazel. I see. So even those kinds of requests make it to you, huh? A female sniper from Almada still hasn't been captured, despite being on our wanted list. So it's probably about her. Lady Silence. Hell of a nickname. Do you not know her real name? No, sadly. We were never able to figure it out. Her work is notorious since she never leaves any traces behind. Is that so? Sounds like she's a brilliant sniper. Lady Silence. It's coming back to me. She was a terrifying sniper that Almada deployed at several important junctures. However, her targets were always members of the underworld. Correct. There is no record of her ever having killed a civilian. That's why neither we nor the police have considered her a high priority. She seems like the type who is committed to her work. Is there anything else you know about her? Let me think. She's always been wrapped in mystery. To the best of our knowledge, her first job was around 10 years ago. She originally rose to infamy under the former leader, Enrique, but she earned Dante's trust too. That's all true as far as we know. 10 years ago, huh? She's been around a while. Given that, Hallie might actually know something. She works with Jack Trevor, right? Longport's information broker / gambler? Are you able to get in contact with her? Well, rumor is they're not in Longport right now. Not that we can't call her up and ask if she knows anything. Hey, Van! We're not getting any video. Are you busy with something? Sorry, we're in the middle of a gig. You'll have to be happy with just voice. We can only talk for a little bit, though. Did you need Jack? Actually, we wanted to ask you something. They explained the circumstances to Hallie and asked her about Lady Silence. It's that kind of request, huh? So you want to know about her? What can you tell us? Well, she used to be good to me back when I worked for Enrique. We'd exchange information occasionally, even after I left the organization. Though once Almada got wiped out, we lost contact. Is that right? I won't excuse her crimes, but I will tell you she's a reasonable woman. She's not the kind of person who would kill needlessly. That's as much as the guild and police know, too. I'll tell you this, but only because it's you. Her name is Candace. She lives together with her son, who's turning 12, but they move around a lot. Last place they lived that I know of was in the Tyrell district. She was renting a room above the brothers' music shop. Thanks. I'll pay you back when I can. I look forward to it. We got ourselves a good clue for once. I guess we shouldn't underestimate Arkwright Solutions. You guys work quick. Shall we head to Tyrell District already?
Maybe we should start studying astronomy.
Above the music shop. I want to hear what the shopkeeper has to say. Van. I know. For now, just let them do what they want. The group entered Brothers' music shop and asked the shopkeeper about Candace. Apparently, a woman and child had been living there, but they had moved out a few months ago. The shopkeeper didn't know where they moved to. Huh. Looks like we came in vain. Except... You noticed too, huh? Looks like we've lured out some prey. Oopsie. Take the back streets. We'll split up and go after them. I'll take them head on. Right. Yeah. This isn't going to be as black as white as it looked. No way I lost them already. They can't have been that fast, which means they're hiding. Where did the target of your pursuit go? I mean, honestly, I'm thinking they went on the roof. So... hid behind a car is a little cliche, but if we go into the news agency, then we miss them, and they bail. So, you're the one who's been following us, huh? He already saw through me. Guess you're not a Spriggan for nothing. That wasn't half bad. I take it you had me marked from the start. Wouldn't have guessed you'd be just a little punk, though. Still, you approached us even knowing who we are? That must make you Candace's son, huh? Now that you mention it, her son was supposed to be around 12 years old. Right on the money. My name's Stan, and I've got a request for you concerning my mom. No kidding. I suppose we can at least hear what you've got to say, even if you are acting a little smug. I appreciate it. So, lately my mom's been acting real weird. I tried looking into it, and what I found was a 4SPG saying someone wants to kill her. You're pretty observant and motivated for someone your age. It would appear you're also aware of your mother's occupation. Well, it's not like she told me directly, but I kind of figured it out. She may be some sort of criminal, but to me, she's just my mom. It's not like I love moving around all the time, but I'm grateful to her for raising me. So, I'd like to overwrite your 4SPG. You want to overwrite a 4SPG? Yeah. I know she's probably being hunted by people who want her dead, so I want you to help her and me escape the country. And she's got the Mira, in case you're wondering. She should be able to pay you. I see. So that's your plan. I mean, I can understand what he's going through, but... What do you propose, Mr. Arkwright? Whatever we do depends on this guy's mom. We won't do anything for now, so you can arrange for us to talk to her? Won't even make empty promises, huh? Good. It's better that way. Makes you seem more trustworthy. I'll arrange the meeting. Right now, even, if you're free. She should be home. All right. Lead the way. We currently live in an apartment in Riverside, just so you know. I'll head over there first, so let's meet up at the bulletin board in front of the subway station. Got it. Well, that was only half bad. Off we go to Riverside, right next to the subway entrance.
Objective.
Can you believe it? We're gonna go to space.
You came. So, can we finally hurry up and meet my mom or what? Yep, let's go. All right. Show me the way. Great. Let's go. This is the apartment we're living in right now. Horizonheim, huh? Our room's on... Wait, Mom? Hurry. After her. Is she using the room that Giacomo used to rent out? You have litter toes, little girl. Looks like she ran in here. The underground maintenance tunnel. Confirmed. Judging by the footprints, she's gone quite a ways in. It doesn't feel like she's running blind. That's Lady Silence for you. It's no surprise she's good at losing a tail. Dang it! Why are you running, Mom? It's me. Let's hurry before we lose her.
Initiating search. Initiating search.
Do. What have we got?
Shard search. Go.
Artwork best on this enemy.
Do your worst.
Show 'em what you're really capable of.
Gotcha! One more! There! There!
Now's the time for
Snooze,
shots.
you lose!
Yep.
Activating skill.
Let's clinch it!
Yeah, something like that. Kaboom.
Initiating search.
Nice! That went great!
Thanks for helping, Van. Payback.
Take this! There! They're down!
Good chance
Take
to deploy shard.
There!
Yeah, it could, but don't really see a reason to.
There! Take this! There!
Now, let's be on our way.
Search time. Gotcha!
Boost gauge fully replenished.
There you go! Now, let's finish the job! Gotcha! There! Now! Gotcha!
Enemy suppressed. Nice work.
Yeah.
Shard search. Go.
Looks like the gang's all here.
And
Show 'em what you're really capable of.
There! Take this! There! Next! There!
and another.
Attack arts advice.
Gotcha! Now! There! Gotcha! Next! There! There! Well then, away we go.
Sure.
Search time.
Nothing here, nothing here. What do we got? 250.
Good
Ooh. Decoy. Hold on.
Shifting to maintenance.
Don't worry. Of course. You may rely on me. Don't worry. Citri's got your back. Of course. You may rely on me.
Arc Feather. Mirage and Wind, huh?
That's a single element slot.
It is.
Oh my. A new skill has emerged.
Hold up.
Oh my.
Arc
A new
Feather.
skill has emerged.
Yes. It has.
Your skills have
Fatal
been updated.
Lance. Well,
Let me handle this.
Judith, you're just gonna kind of be in a good spot, aren't you?
Do your work.
Gotcha!
Watch out. Spot enemies.
Don't forget about your charge attack. Attack our surprise.
Take this done! Gotcha!
Get another. In your dreams.
Take this done!
Now's the time for shots.
I ain't getting up. There! Take this!
Now, let's be on our way.
Boost gauge fully replenished.
Boost gauge fully replenished? No way.
Oh my. Quite the reception.
And action! Show what you're really capable of.
Gotcha! There! COC, activate! Take this done!
Now, hit him with shards.
This done! Suck it down!
Arts work best on this enemy.
This'll suck you! Now you've done it!
Oh, well, fine. See what you got.
You'll be sorry.
Will I really, though? Actually, let's see what we can do
Do this.
Initiating drive.
with that.
You're open.
You have my aid.
Okay. Van, where you at? You're right there.
Take them out.
Okay. Ortis, give us a little bit of a heal.
Engaging skill.
Lord. Ornus. Nice and see, thanks.
Escape route
Reception.
secured.
Little bit of a heal. Tear on him. Heated roar. But really, I want to see Judith go first.
May we proceed with caution.
Initiating drive.
So we'll see what happens.
I know you want
Yep.
Allow me to help.
Let's go. Let me see the arc feather. Nope, not this time. Okay. Well, that's alright.
it. You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Okay, Lady Silence. Mom, please listen. These guys aren't trying to kill you. Get down, Stan. Reset. Leave it to me. What was that? A shot trap linked to the containers. It's always good to be prepared. Phew, made that one by the skin of our teeth. It would seem our party's been separated, however. At least the young man is still safe. Looks like she's pushing her son away on purpose. Mom, wait for me. Leave him to us. Thanks. I'm counting on you. Let's chase after Candace. Oops. Are you okay, Van? Yeah, but dang, her aim is precise. She's doing it to keep us from getting near her. There's something I'd like to confirm, and this seems as good a time as any. Tell me, Van, what's your impression of this job? Now that you ask, I knew it seemed strange. It's like that, is it? She hired us herself. Which means I could just be going out on a limb here, but it seems to me that the person who sent the original request was none other than Candace herself. Are you serious? Huh? But then, what about Stan? That last little trap was probably put in place to make sure he wouldn't get dragged into it. She's been leading us around by the noses all by herself. What more proof do you need? So far, everything's been going exactly as Candace planned. Assisted suicide isn't the sort of job we'd normally accept, so she made it something else. In other words, she has a death wish. It seems highly likely. She's sure asking a lot. Here's a thought. Master, can I get you and the others to pursue the target? That won't be a problem. I said this at the start, but I won't allow any killing. Trust me, I know. Then we'll see you later. My goodness. These guys are persistent, aren't they? Time to pull out another cat. You have no way out. Just stay there and turn yourself in. Oh, you have so many tangles, emoji cat. How am I pulling white fluff out of a black cat? Van, you caught up. Spriggan. Pleasure making your acquaintance, Lady Silence. You do know why we're pursuing you, right? You came to take the life of a cold-blooded killer. What else? Sure. Something doesn't add up. Why would such a proficient assassin, who's been so successful at concealing her identity, suddenly reveal herself so easily? Isn't it obvious? Until now, I've always been working for someone. But without a place to go, I can no longer wear the mask of Lady Silence. That's all there is to it. So that's the angle you want to take. I don't know what you were trying to say earlier, but honestly, I've just grown tired of certain things. If you're going to do it, then do it already. What? But that makes it sound like you want to die. Here's trouble. It looks like you weren't able to stop him like you hoped. Sorry to keep everyone waiting. We brought Stan as soon as we could. Well done, guys. Now, do you still intend to make things difficult? It's not true, is it, Mom? Tell me it's not true. I refuse to believe you'd request to have someone kill you. I haven't admitted a thing. If I die here, I'm simply getting what's coming to me. You don't have to be sad, Stan. If anything, you should be relieved you'll finally be free of the restrictions living with me has forced on you. What are you even saying? There's no way I'll be relieved. I see. You know, Candace, I think what you're saying is right. No, I overwrote her request, remember? He's charging up the stun caliber? Impressive bloodlust, Spriggan. But no matter how you look at it, I'm an assassin. I won't give my life for free. If you don't get serious, you'll be the one to see the goddess. Stop! Please, stop! Stun, caliber, incapacitate, not kill. After all that, you still used blanks. Guess you're naive after all. I should be the one saying that. Why won't you kill me? Don't get it twisted. I'm not nearly as naive as you. Which is why I'm not going to fulfill your wishes. What do you intend to do then? Send her to Eisenchild. Which is where Aida was from. It's ultimately up to you. Why not take refuge with the Eisenchild? That's... I wondered what your big idea would be. I can't say I'm totally satisfied, but it might be one solution. That could be a good plan. Eisenchild. They're a top-tier Jaeger Corps, comprised mostly of former military and based in the Free Cities. Not only would you meet Stan's request of getting you out of the country, but it'd also give you a job. Come to think of it, you did send us on ahead. It seems like you called someone in advance. Yep, I had a short conversation with Commander Geraint. So that's how it is. It's not really what I had in mind, but maybe it'll be a good thing. Right, Mom? Are you kidding me? Just kill me. If you don't, then Stan will... My boy will be stuck. Stuck with an angel of death. Me. Mom. You said something like that before. Angel of death, huh? Look, I get what you're saying. But no matter how you put it, your kid's got nowhere else he'd rather be. And just so we're clear, I don't want some mama's boy hating me for the rest of his life. I would, too. I'd never forgive anyone who killed my mom. Stan, why would you cling to someone as horrible as me? It's your fault. It's your fault for raising him that way. Of course, I can't just let a criminal like you roam free. So either give yourself to the Eisenchild, or turn yourself into the police. It's time to choose. Mom, please? Stan. I guess it can't be helped. I'll take refuge with the Eisenchild. And so Van contacted Commander Geraint once again and handed Candace and Stan over to the Jaeger Corps.
And with that, the case is closed.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Ta-da! That was a nice chaos boost. Okay, back to Auber.
Well then, shall we?
And go talk in the cathedral. So much cathedral.
Performing shard search.
I see Sister Miria is still as youthful as ever, though she's still as clumsy as ever as well. At least she seems to be gaining virtue at the side of Father Nikolai. She'll come into her own in time, I suppose. Father Nikolai tasked me with visiting the cathedral today, specifically to deliver a report on the chapel in Old Town. It's a shame I don't get the chance to stop by very often. There's just something about this place that's so refreshing. Oh, I almost forgot. I need to ask about our teacher vacancy while I'm here. Surely someone must know a good candidate for the role. Just what kind of person would be the best fit? We hold extra special lessons at our Sunday school on occasion. We like to include guest lecturers for them, too. Oh, perhaps I'll find our next guest here.
Search time.
Shard search? Go.
Anything, anyone, Bueller?
Shard search? Go.
Come on, there's got to be something tucked away in here.
Performing shard search.
Nope. Not a single solitary thing.
Search time.
Well, you're no fun. I'm sure there will be other stuff. Eventually.
Search time.
Hello, sister. Sister Mary Clarence, Sister Mary Todd,
Performing shard search.
Sister Mary Lazarus.
Shard search? Go.
Nope.
The cathedral never fails to
Father Bark, apologies. Father Zeman. It's been quite a while, hasn't it? I'm glad to see you are indeed as hale and whole as you claim to be in your letters. Bishop Orwell, glad to see you're in good health as well. And Father Watson, please, there's no need to be so formal. I've withdrawn myself from the Congregation for the Sacraments, after all. I'm an everyday civilian now. Humble as ever, I see. So, he's got pull at the cathedral too, huh? Well, knowing Master, I can't exactly say I'm surprised. A rivalry between the Congregation for Divine Worship and the Congregation for the Sacraments doesn't seem to matter at all to them. I imagine that's because of their respect for one another. After all, why let petty disputes interfere with a perfectly friendly working relationship? Full glad am I to see Father Burgard again, and enjoying his life quite thoroughly, it seems. I must say, that biker fashion of his is interesting indeed. Perhaps I'd like to try wearing something similar someday. If you're interested, I'd be happy to give you a few shop recommendations. You know, for a bishop, Orwell's actually surprisingly down to earth. All right. Oh, yes.
Search time.
Initiating search.
Oh, that's the subway entrance. It'll take you where you want to go.
Check out Eddie's Deals on Wheels.
Aramis School Festival. Ah, the memories. I keep thinking I'm going to look up and see that sign Kisara put together. A shame I missed out on the festivities this time around. Sounds as though it was quite the event. I hear it even surpassed the likes of the festival Van and his schoolmates put together. That's quite the feat. Hate to admit it, but yeah, they outdid us. Wait, back up. Bearguard? From the way you said that, one might assume you personally attended the Aramis Academy Festival of 8 years ago. Huh? Is that true? Yeah, he was there, though we hadn't met at that point. He just happened to come by while he was in the capital, on day 2, right? That's correct. I read they had a good time, too. And that play you wrote was the event's crowning jewel. The Story of the Calvardian Revolution was its title. No? Young Elaine's performance as Sheena was as captivating as it was impeccable. You're too kind. Why didn't you tell me about this, Van? Oh, hello. Van, long time no smell. I know I've said this before, but thank you so much for all your help during the festival. The school said you'd be swinging by. Something about having business with the student council? If dropping off a little treat counts as business, then yeah. Sounds like they've had their hands full lately. Man, oh man, you don't know the half of it, but I'm proud of them. Not many students are willing to come in on a day off. Oh, and did I hear right that Ms. Bright is going to back home this semester? Things are only going to get tougher for them if so. Just one more boulder in their path they'll have to climb over. We've wrapped up all the 4 SPGs here. Now's as good a time as any. Visiting the student council room will trigger an event that will slightly alter the state of the Auber district. All right, we've talked to everybody. Mind if we head on in? Of course, you're more than welcome. Here's your permission slip. With that, you'll have carte blanche to go anywhere you like. Wow, this guy sure is being awfully friendly. Oh, he's always been like this. People used to call him a bit of a flirt, in fact. I can see why.
Albert, come on. It's not an LLC. It's an LLP, Limited Liability Partnership.
Not a corporation, it's a partnership.
Ah, I swear, there is a special place in hell for whoever named these things this way.
I found the data from last year, so I can take care of that list. I've gathered some documents that might help. Sending it to your terminal now. Thank you.
It sounds like their work has them climbing the walls.
Whatever they're doing, it must be really tough. I imagine they're creating a vendor list for supplies the school needs, for clubs and the like. Revising it ever so slightly every year is always the student council's first assignment.
Yep, I remember that. Renee made use of it all the time back then.
I bet putting it together is harder than it sounds. Wait, that other voice. I swear I've heard it before.
Yes, I recognize it as well.
Who could it be?
I'm really sorry, you two. And I apologize for taking up so much of your time, Miss Toa. And this turned out to be much more of a hassle than I expected.
Don't sweat it. Still, it's crazy to think Ren did all this by herself last year.
She's a superwoman, all right. Although, I did hear her saying she wished she had delegated these things to us more often.
Seems even the girl who can do anything still has some key lessons to reflect on.
Yeah, pot, kettle, color black,
that's
Toa.
Van. Is that you, Van? Please, come in.
Alrighty then. Sup? Sounds like y'all are hard at work. Oh, hey, Miss Herschel. Been a while.
Yes, far too long if you ask me.
Yep.
I
Also,
see you brought Elaine with you too. Wait, aren't you?
she is also a former student council president, and overly capable at that.
Fair Guards Eden. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance at last, Miss Herschel. I've heard many a tale of your NGO and Thor's exploits. I had hoped our paths would cross someday.
I'm honored, truly. Guys has told me so much about you and...
Hold that thought, if you don't mind. We brought a little treat for you, since we know you've been working so hard.
Deploying emergency supplies to the front lines.
Did someone order a summer Andalusia tart? No? Well, it's on the house.
Yes! Ooh, baby, that is just what the doctor ordered.
Thank you so much. I was just thinking I could use some brain food.
I know as well as any how taxing student council work can be at times.
Now then, shall I brew you all some tea?
Ooh, tea.
Oh, no. You don't need to go to all that trouble. I can handle that much, no problem.
If there's one constant in this universe, it's Andalusia bringing the sweet, sweet goods with its exquisite, limited summer menu. And if there's another constant, it's student council work being a total pain in the neck. You're telling me we're facing way more issues with our vendors this year compared to last. We didn't want to bother Ren, but despite our best efforts, we ended up needing to rope Ms. Toa in. Again, I'm really sorry. I hope you aren't having to miss your flight for this. Oh, no. I still have plenty of time to catch it. Don't you worry about a thing. Besides, I wanted to help out, even if it's just a little bit, to make up for my being out of the city during the break. Oh, does that mean... Now that I think about it, Fee was telling me a little about this. You're headed to that part of the country, yeah? Right. You did meet some of my colleagues at Marduk's headquarters, didn't you? Admittedly, I can't really disclose much, this being confidential work and all, but I'll be gone for around 3 days. Gotcha. I don't mean to get you to say something you shouldn't. Can't go breaking NDAs all willy-nilly now, can you? I heard you met with some of Toa's acquaintances from Thor's at Marduk's headquarters, and that one of them put out that request on behalf of the Epstein Foundation. Yeah, that was Altina, a super pretty girl with a cool, mysterious vibe. Her destination appears to be the same as the Ashen Chevalier, rather, the Divine Blades. This stays between us, but that's where Fee is headed as well. I won't lie, all this hush-hush talk has me curious about where they could be going. A little off topic, but I've been wondering something. Has everyone at school been hyped lately? About Project Startaker, I mean. Hyped would be putting it mildly. I mean, this is mankind's greatest achievement in the making we're talking about here. The boys in particular have been going feral. It feels like everyone who doesn't have a T-phone is clamoring for one now. Yeah, so they can watch the live stream. The girls aren't quite as at foaming at the mouth levels of hype, but since a lot of them are into astrology and stuff, there's still excitement in the air. And what's more, several are looking up to Major Amelia as a role model, which is fair because she's wicked cool. Apparently, a screen is going to be set up in the auditorium so the students can see the launch on the day of. There was an official notice about it from the Department of Education. Of course, it's perfectly all right to be excited, but lately I've noticed more and more kids showing up to school sleep-deprived. Some even had to call in sick during finals. Ms. Matilda was awfully worried about the whole thing. Really? I hadn't realized. Seems I still don't have a good grasp on the issues plaguing our student body. But that doesn't include the second years, right? Maybe it's only the first years that are affected?
Sounds as though you have company. I take that to mean you arrived at a good stopping point?
Ren. Oh, it's you, Ren. Nah, afraid not. But we did make it to the halfway mark at least. Yeah, in no small part due to Ms. Toa carrying us the whole way there. That's not true at all. All I did was prepare a little paperwork. You guys did most of the heavy lifting. You seem a bit tired yourself, Ren. Would you care for some of the dessert the others brought us? Very much so. Thank you. You needn't worry about the tea, however. I can prepare that on my own. Sounds like you've been a busy little bee lately. I suppose I have been buzzing around here and there. The issue with the school's orbital network has occupied much of my time today. Ah, that reminds me, Ms. Toa. Shouldn't you be leaving for the airport? You'll miss your flight if you don't leave soon. Oh, yeah. Not to worry. I should have plenty of time as long as I take the subway system hit with delays due to orbital circuitry issues affected area. Auber district? That's not good. Don't you have to make it all the way to Edith Airport? Yes, I do. Maybe I can still make it if I take a different route? I am so sorry. This is all my fault. No, it's not. Don't blame yourself. As long as I catch a bus or a cab, I'll be fine. I'm not so sure about that. A bus would barely get you there in time. In fact, you still might not make it. According to my taxi booking app, it would take approximately 20 minutes for the nearest cab to arrive. Did someone call for a Spriggan taxi driver? We'll get you to your destination lickety-split. 0 wait time guaranteed. So Van helps out Toa and Ren because it's Toa and Ren.
I'm really sorry, you guys. I didn't mean to put you out like this during your work hours. Wow, though. I've ridden in this car before, but I'm really now realizing how nice it is. The seats are so comfy.
Aren't they? I'm glad someone in this truck's got good taste. I actually just made some modifications around the wheel housings and... Oh, goddess. Anyone have some earplugs? Friendly advice. Be careful bringing up cars around the boss. Get him going and you'll never hear the end of it. Van really needs some new hobbies, doesn't he? Oh, the same applies with sweets, by the way. And the next most dangerous topic to bring up is saunas. Wow. Thanks, guys. What great friends I have. Your assistants just about know you inside and out at this point.
Agnes was right. You guys really do have a great working relationship. Even though you were all raised in different places, you gel together so naturally.
Yeah, we gel like the best of them. Well, we have been together for a while now, so I suppose that's to be expected? Oh dear. As a leased employee from Marduk, I'm not certain I know how to feel about that assessment. I mean, we get along fine enough, I guess. But I'm a Spriggan, you know? The kind who will take the tough jobs nobody else wants. I've got my hard-boiled image to protect here. Says the cake and ice cream addict. As is plain to see, it can be difficult for the young to tell apart their idealized and actual selves. If I wasn't self-aware about it before, I sure am now, Master. It's a little odd being lumped in with this group now. What about you and your friends, Toa? You seem to have a strong relationship with them as well.
Yes, that's definitely true. We went through a lot together in school after all. We may have all went our separate ways after graduation, but we'll always be connected, no matter what happens. Believe it or not, they're a big part of why I came to the Republic in the first place.
Wait, really? Huh. Toa. Not surprising to hear. You aren't really the type to sit back and play spectator when something's clearly going down. I mean, you commanded an airship during the Civil War, for crying out loud. Not to mention all the stuff you did during Jormungandr. And now you and your Thor's friends have expanded your operations to the international stage, for the sake of Zemuria as a whole.
Honestly, I think you're overselling my part in all this. I'm not doing anything as incredible as that, but I want to be. And I know my friends and everyone else at Thor's feel the same way.
Wow. You Thor's people are in a class all your own. Yeah, that would be class 7, as a matter of fact. That's really beautiful. And you called our camaraderie impressive. Anyhow, I'm glad we had this chance to get better acquainted. Circumstances depending, I might be willing to take on a 4 SPG for you guys. They're already working with the Foundation on the Grim Garden at Altina's request. Naturally, the Guild would be more than willing to assist as well, should fee require it. I would be all too happy to lend my support to any cause my youngest pupil, Gaius, needs assistance with. Seems forming connections such as this is Mr. Arkwright's specialty.
Definitely. Thank you all so much.
Yep. Class all their own. Indeed. Commanding an airship during the Civil War was Cold Steel 2. An underground anti-immigration terrorist group, and you say they're operating outside the Republic as well? Yeah, though they don't have any connection to the space program that we know about. Be that as it may, this is an issue that's at the forefront of the Guild's mind. Have you heard anything in relation to that group, Toa? It isn't unreasonable to suppose you have, with Thor's extensive network of connections at your fingertips. Well, for one thing, I don't think this group has been active in the main part of the Empire, Liberal, or Crossbell. But, like the Guild has heard, the northern side of the continent is another story. Some of our friends were personally involved in some of the incidents that took place in Jirai and North Ambria. Wait, really? What kind of incidents are we talking about here? Honestly, from what I've been told, we don't know all the specifics. The first sign of trouble was over 2 years ago, when Jirai was in upheaval over a bid for independence. They had been annexed by the Empire and were looking to become an independent state again, much like Crossbell and North Ambria. However, the people ultimately voted to keep it under Imperial rule. It's not a permanent decision. The citizens will revisit this matter and revote every 10 years. With so many divergent opinions being thrown around, local residents and other parties struggle to reach even that compromise. And yet, multiple small-scale terrorist attacks took place seemingly in protest of it. Okay, I'm going to stop this here, and we'll finish out the conversation before calling it a day. So, be back in a sec.